Hey, before you raise your leg like this, is a voice in the spirit. When you see a young man chasing a girl, is married, he has a wife, and is chasing a girl that will put him in trouble, is a voice. You see a woman carry her teeth, they say, stay. You say, I'm tired, I'm done with this marriage, I'm done with this marriage. She's not done. It's a voice that she's responding to. The voice wants her to end up as a single mother. The voice wants her to end up like a mother. The voice wants her to end up the way others ended up. But the voice is showing her where the man is wrong. The voice is telling her the mistakes the man made. The voice is telling her the way she has been treated. After 5 years, when her eyes are clear, the issues are scattered. What is happening in your life? You got to Europe, things are hard, things are bad. You left Nigeria, you left Africa, you left Ghana, you left Togo, you thought things are going to be better here, but the same voice that was crying in Africa is still crying here. You need to stop the voice. It was the same voice that stopped your father. It stopped sisters before you. It has no respect for location, because the devil does not need a visa to come to Belgium. It's a spirit. It can travel anywhere. You have to stop the voice.
And the word became flesh and dwelt among them. I have no shadow of doubt that this video is going to be a blessing on your life and your ministry. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click the bell notification, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Watch the full video next week.
Jesus said, this generation, if only they understand that when they see anything happening he said it's like a marketplace, and people are calling out to one another. He said, we have piped to you, you have not danced. Take your seat. He didn't say we have piped for you. You know what a pipe is? A pipe of music. They say he that pays the piper dictates what? The tune. If somebody play a beat, now when this beat starts, bring it down a bit. When this beat starts and I want to dance, what do? I follow the beat. Hold on. That is what it means for them when they say we have piped to you. Meaning we have dictated the steps we want you to take. Are you following what I'm talking about? There's a difference between piping for you and piping to you. If I start dancing like this, dancing, before he plays the music, it means I control him. But if he starts playing before I dance, he controls me. So that means in the realm of the spirit, they play the music. You have to be now forced to dance to the music they are playing. That was why no matter how you try to be decent, you try not to be like your sister, you still ended up somewhere. You try to keep yourself, you still made the same. Why? Because the music is played in the spirit. You cannot control it because it has been played. The only way to control it is to allow another music to be played to that music, so that music will be silenced by higher music. A young man stays from trouble, keeps himself from trouble, avoids everything called trouble, but at the end of the day, he still ends up in pain, ends up in regret, because it is somebody is playing the pipe. We live in a world of wickedness. There is wickedness in this world, sir. Daniel chapter 11 verse 32. He said, and as such that he said that do wickedness against the covenant shall he corrupt with flattery, but the people that know their God shall be strong. In Psalm 127 verse 3, he said the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. There is wickedness, sir. In 1 John chapter 5 verse 19, the Bible said the whole world lieth in wickedness. In Esther chapter 6 verse 7, when Esther wanted to address Haman, he said it is this wicked Haman, this wicked Haman, this wicked Haman, this wicked Haman. In Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 13, I like what he said. He said it shall not be well with the wicked. Am I talking to somebody here? In Job chapter 10 verse 15, he said if I be wicked, it will not be good with me. Am I speaking to somebody? This word is a word of wickedness. You need to understand. In Ephesians 6:17, the Bible talks about spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. wickedness in heavenly places. Spiritual wickedness. Psalm 34 from verse 19 to verse 21. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, and no one shall be broken. Verse 21 say, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be dead. This thing, listen, a man in south of Nigeria, woke up one day, the southern part of Nigeria, went to his wife's room with a machete, cut off her head, went to the children's room, cut off their heads, bundled the 4 children and the wife, put all of them outside, poured fuel, set them on fire, burnt them. When he was arrested, they asked him, why did you do that? He said, voice. I don't know what happened. I was hearing a voice. Something just spoke to me. Hey, before you raise your leg like this, it's a voice in the spirit. When you see a young man chasing a girl, he's married, he has a wife, and he's chasing a girl that will put him in trouble, it's a voice. You see a woman carry her things, they say, stay. You say, I'm tired, I'm done with this marriage, I'm done with this marriage. She's not done. It's a voice that she's responding to. The voice wants her to end up as a single mother. The voice wants her to end up like a mother. The voice wants her to end up the way others ended up. But the voice is showing her where the man is wrong. The voice is telling her the mistakes the man made. The voice is telling her the way she has been treated. After 5 years, when her eyes are clear, the issues are scattered. It's a voice. It's a voice. I met one of my daughters. She carried a load that she's leaving. I said, where's your mother? Not with the father. I said, your elder sister. Not with the father. The second, not with. I said, you are the third. You don't know the same thing has come for you. Pack your things and go back. Pack your things and rush back. He said, Baby, you don't understand. I can't take nonsense from no man. I can't no man, no damn man. I can't. I said, look at, pack your things. Your problem is complicated when the demon in you speaks English. Your problem is more complicated when the demon in you has mastery of public speaking, has good diction. Am I talking to somebody here? Demon in you is speaking Queen's English, very prim and proper, and you think this is a joke? There is a power that needs to be arrested. Am I talking to someone here? I came to make a decree. Every spiritual voice that manipulated others in your family, every spiritual voice that manipulated your sisters, I don't know who you are today, but God has sent me to Antwerp. Every voice that stopped your brothers, they made mistakes. Despite their efforts, they failed. Despite their effort, they ended up in pain. I came to attack that voice, and I came to make a decree. That voice shall bow today. That voice shall bow today. That voice shall bow today. If your amen is louder, you are the one I'm talking to. Take your seat. You know, when Jacob was talking to Reuben in Genesis 49 verse 3, he said, Reuben, he placed some curse on Reuben. He said, Reuben, this shall happen to you. This shall happen to you. Because you entered into some dangerous aspects of life that you were not supposed to tread upon. The Bible says from that day, now listen, study your Bible from that day after Jacob placed that word. There was no great man in the tribe of Reuben. No great man. Now, we only talk about Reuben. We only discuss Reuben. But Reuben was not the only one that got a curse. Simeon and Levi. He says, Simeon and Levi. He said, your portion shall be divided in Jacob. Listen to me. Today, he said, your portion shall be divided in Jacob. If you study Deuteronomy 33, when Jacob, Moses was restoring every other person, he only restored Levi. He didn't restore Simeon. There is nothing like the tribe of Simeon. The mouth of Jacob divided it. Nothing like the tribe of Simeon. That one was an irrevocable. Go back to Deuteronomy 33. Read it through. Levi restored, others restored. No tribe of Simeon, because somebody's mouth divided it. Those tribes were location. They were geographical location. They were towns. Somebody somebody used his mouth to wipe out a town from map. And that is what am I trying to say in a nutshell? I'm trying to let you know, for everything happening to you today is controlled in the spirit. There is a timetable that you are dancing to, that if you do not address it on time, that is how old age will come. If you don't address it on time, that is how you get so aged you can't even move. That is why we need a place of prayer. Am I speaking to somebody here? If not, 5 years will go because a spirit has manipulated it. If not, 6, 7 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years is wasting because it has been manipulated and controlled by a spirit. But thank God we don't have an high priest that cannot be moved with the feelings of our infirmity. He knows our pain, he knows our struggle, he knows our hardship. We have an high priest that is touched with the feelings of our infirmity. God has brought a rescue today. I don't care this voice that is speaking, I don't care the altar that is crying against you, but today the power is broken. The power is broken. The power is broken. You don't serve a dead God, you serve a mighty God. He's the same yesterday, he's the same today, he's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can bring you down. God is on your side, power is on your side, glory is on your side. Lift your hand, shout fire. Take your seat. Pasha kata kata. A young girl, somebody proposed to get married to her. And the young man spoke to her that they want to get married. And as soon as the young man spoke to her, she noticed, she agreed, gave the finger, gave her the ring, smiled, jumped, danced. She got home and discovered that something started hurting her. She was feeling itchy sensation. After 1 week, something began to grow inside of her. Less than a month, she discovered a male organ was growing. A manhood was growing inside her. She was confused. She couldn't tell the guy. She told the mom, they are from a rich family. So when they went to England, the mom took her for an examination. When she was in England, the doctor said, come upstairs. When she came upstairs, as soon as she lay down on the examination table, the manhood disappeared. The doctor asked her, I said, but are you in your family? How many mad cases? How many people have mental trouble? She said, nobody is mad. He said, but there's nothing there. As soon as she stood up and walked out of the office, the manhood came out. In other words, you can't marry. And no doctor can trace it. The funny part was when armed robbers came to their house to rob. When they were done robbing, they looked at her as a pretty, beautiful girl. And they dropped their gun, trying to be funny with her. When they saw what was under, I'm telling you, a power, that a force in the spirit. There are people, sometimes when you see people become emotional, people becoming temperamental, people feeling they are reacting to situations and conditions. They are reacting, oh, the way they spoke to me, I think I am done. Oh, the way I'm treated, I don't like it. Oh, the way they are, in fact, this, I'm done, I'm moving out of this home. Oh, I'm taking my things, I think I'm okay. Oh, I don't think I can do this. Sir, you are not reacting to a situation, you are reacting to a manipulation. You are reacting to a manipulation. Am I talking to somebody here? You are reacting to a manipulation, sir. And until you are ready to address it in the realm of the spirit, few years down the line, you will sit down regretting. You've got to address it. He said, they are like people in the marketplace. We have piped to you. You have not danced. Now look at what Jesus said. He said, what shall I liken the men of this generation? They are like children. Men like children. Men like children. They appear to be men, But behind the mask, there's a mixture of identity. Men like children. In other words, when they come out physically, they put on the identity of a child. But behind the identity of a child is a man. Why do you put on the identity of a child? A child appears innocent. A child appears very innocent. So God is trying to tell you that behind the spirit of manipulation is deception. Deception, a mask, a mask, a mask, a mask, a mask. That tells me that if God begins to open some of our eyes to see where our battles are coming from, we would scream. Even as I'm talking right now, the person sitting next to you, if God opened the person's heart to you, some of you will change your seat right now. Am I talking to somebody here? If God opened the heart of you will change your seat now. You'll be shocked, you'll be amazed, because we live in a world that is, and that is why I tell people, hold your God well. Hold God well. Don't play games. Hold God well. Hold God well. Hold God well. Serve God well, because we live in a world that you cannot predict. We live in a world. One of my son is a footballer. In a particular country, and the young man was coming to Nigeria to come and open his house, and he was to open his house in a place called Warri in Delta State. While he was coming, he decided to pass through Auchi, and while I was praying for him, I saw him kicking a football, and I said to him, I saw you kicking the ball. He started laughing. He said, Daddy, I don't understand. I'll be a footballer now. What will I kick? Is it stone? I said, that's not what I'm saying. As you are going now, I saw you kicking the ball. It's like somebody brought a ball as a gift. I saw you just kick the ball, played it and all that. He said, I don't know. And I prayed with him. As soon as he landed Warri, he went to his grandmother's place, the area he grew up, and he left there. When he got to his house, an old friend of his came to him and was like, it's long we saw, and gave him the gift of a ball, threw the ball at him, and as a footballer, he toss, put it back here, put it here, toss, and kicked it, and then I said, thank you. He went to bed. 1 a.m., my phone was on fire. He said, Daddy, from my waist down, I cannot feel my leg. It became paralyzed. He said, I'm talking about mask from waist down. I said, but what did I tell you about you kicking the ball? He said, Daddy, you not tell me like that. I don't understand. From waist down, he became paralyzed. I prayed with him on phone, and I said, can you feel your leg? He said, not too much. Hey, wait till carry me come Nigeria. Who told me to come? Why did I come? He said, Daddy, when you saw the ball, why did you not detain me? Why did you delay me? I said, how can I detain and delay a full-grown man? He said, oh God. They bundled him in the car, and they brought him on a Saturday, and they packed him upstairs. I held him in the office, and I began to pray with him. After a while, he began to feel his leg. He felt the second leg, and he was excited. I said, now go back to work. He said, go to where? He said, I'm going back to Europe. Go to where? He says, sir, you're my father, but if you see me in Africa again, cut my leg. See, if it has not happened to you, you don't understand. If you have not been a victim of certain things, you won't understand the wickedness of the wicked. How terrible this world is. How deadly this world is. Am I talking to somebody here? Few of my children, where our church is, there is a student community. There's a polytechnic where our church is. So I was playing with some of my children. They came to me. They are students doing exams. So I was walking out. They, okay, Daddy, bless my pen, bless my pen, bless my pen. I mean, young church members. So while I was blessing their pen, I turned to one and I looked at her. I said, lipstick won't put you in trouble. All that started laughing. The hair said, Daddy has caught you. Daddy, she likes lipsticks. Now, her lips were not painted though. I just said it casually. I entered the car. 3 weeks later, they brought the girl. Have you seen Pomo? Tozo, the mouth was like this, up to like 3, swollen. Collected gift that was charmed, used it on her lips, it started swelling, and it wouldn't go down, started swelling. When I've seen wickedness in this world. Am I talking to somebody here? Why am I saying all this? To let you know that there are some people that wear masks. Their real identity is covered behind the mask. There is something they are using to deceive people. Hold your God well. If you want to serve the devil, I beg you, serve him well. Stop church and face the devil. If you want to face God, hold him. Don't be in between. Are you following me? Because in the past, enemies identify themselves. Enemies come as Goliath face to face. They tell you that, oh, they are after you. They have come against you with full force. But the enemies of this end time are enemies that appear close. Brothers fight brothers. Sisters fight sisters. There is wickedness. I'm not telling you this now to give you a defeatist message of fear, but to let you know that you must be spiritually alive and spiritually conscious, because the battles can come from anywhere.